this is Sherry Veronica. This is an accident happened in Searles, Searles, in Christ Church. They said it was a car and a motorcycle. Now the person on the motorcycle, they say it's a serious kind of accident, and although he may not have died, chances are it's a male, although the person who was involved on the motorcycle and who was thrown into the road, is still alive, may still be alive. The fact that you're alive doesn't mean that you're okay. Okay, if you are falling off a motorbike because you got hit by a car and you are sprawled out in the road and you have to be taken by ambulance to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, and people are saying, well, the person is not dead, the person is alive. You want to be alive, and you want to be able to grow, you want to be able to thrive, you want to be able to go about your business. You don't want to be alive, riding motorcycles, kicking football, and doing everything, and then the next time you are aware of yourself, you can't feel this part of your body, you can't feel that part of your body, the movement is all stiff, you never get back to what you were before. You never get back to what you were before. So that is why it is so important to understand the times you are in. And in Barbados, there are more accidents now than ever. Okay, you are seeing more road accidents now than ever before. So you have to be extra cautious. Just be extra cautious. Don't be rushing to go anywhere. I'm talking about the people in the cars, because they are protected by the car. So they feel as though they don't have to look out for people who are on foot or on a bicycle or a motorbike. Sometimes they feel exalted because they're in a car. They say, well, I'm buffered by all of this thing that is around me. And they don't feel as though they need to be extra. But you do have to be extra careful, because hurting someone, that's not cool. It's not cool. You go on your way and live your life, and that person that you hit and is lying in the road at that time, and they has to be confined to a wheelchair, and you never know because you just go on with your life. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Okay? Because when you think that you're okay, and that person that you knocked in the middle of the road, who's now in the wheel, in the future, I'm thinking, it may not be this person, but it has happened. That person is in a wheelchair, and you don't, care. Your insurance is going to take care of that. The two never meet again. You never really have to meet again. Don't worry. You will meet something coming up in your life that will make you reflect on that guy, because something's going to happen to you or someone that you care about. And whereas the other person will go on with their life, you're going to say, well, that person moved on with their life and I'm all a mess. And then it's going to say, oops, I remember when this happened and I moved on with my life and I never knew what happened to the guy that I knocked off his bike and was laying on the street. You see, you have to understand that one didn't catch you, it missed you. It didn't miss you. It's going to come back. It's everything is a cycle. You cannot avoid punishments and karma and experiences and reckonings. You cannot avoid them. That's why it's very important that you are careful, that you do not impede, that you do not mess with other people's journey. Some people are on their own journey, and it's important that you do not mess with someone else's journey and then you think you're going on your merry way. It doesn't work like that in this domain. It just does not work like that. Okay, so what you do to someone, it's coming for you. It didn't miss you. It just didn't get there yet. It just hasn't gotten there yet, but it hasn't missed you. It's coming. It's coming. There has to be a reckoning. It has to be a reckoning. Everything has to be balanced out. Everything will be balanced out. Okay, so tread carefully when you're on the road. Be watchful, always make sure that your head is on a spin when you are making turns or moving from one lane to the next, because it matters. Everything matters. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.